This program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
First took away. Gas for this. Get your money's worth now.
I didn't want to hear an intro. I don't want to hear a fucking intro. I don't want to hear the fucking intro.
Man, you let me get my intro off. That's crazy. Hey, man, the New Orleans Pelicans fall 0-2 to the San Antonio Spurs, 120 to 116. I got all my partners in here with me. I don't even need to name them. Y'all know who they is. Bro, where y'all want to start? Where do you want to start with this game?
Y'all upset?
I'll start.
Go ahead, Chaz.
I'll start. If Herb Jones didn't play at all, the Pelicans win this game. Like, if he just didn't suit up, period, the Pelicans win this game. And I would dare say, in back-to-back games, if Herb didn't play, the Pelicans win. Wow. Herb, it wasn't just bad. Herb was so bad, he became bad luck. If you just, because it ain't just like, it ain't the misses. It's not the 0 for 7. It's not that. You can live
0
with
for
it.
8.
He was 0 for 8. Oh yeah, because he shot a 3 in overtime. He shouldn't
was
even
it
been back.
Was it the minus 20 plus minus? Or was
it wasn't even that.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't even that. You know what it was? He just looked ridiculous. He loses the ball on the floor, right? He gets lost, gives up an offensive board, picks up a technical foul. These small things throughout the game just add up. First pass goes to Herb. Herb don't look to make another pass. 14, 15 seconds on the motherfucking clock. He's shooting from the left wing. Ball goes on the opposite side of the backboard. He was just god fucking awful.
What's your thing going on with Herb this year? Like, what do you think? I mean, if we start here, like, what is the issue?
I'm trying to figure this out.
All right.
That's not gonna work.
That ain't it.
I think personally, bro, honestly, I think you gotta recognize when, like the old adage, don't buy the cow, you can get the milk for free. You gotta recognize when you've extracted as much value from a role player and move on. Role players are meant to be, their value to be boosted, and then you trade them for better players. Herb was ridiculously fucking bad. He got outplayed by 2 rookies, and the biggest indictment of the entire night is he got outplayed by Jordan Hawkins. It got to the point in overtime, I was like, if they put Hawkins, I understand. But don't you dare put Herb Jones back in the fucking game.
I got a question.
What you say down there, bro? What's
so
up?
After Chaz just talked about how bad Herb Jones was tonight.
Yeah.
There was a substitution there in overtime with like 2.5 minutes left in which Herb Jones came back in the game. What happened with Saddiq Bey? Was he hurt? Did they just forget about that did we just throw in the towel on Saddiq Bey? He was playing too well. He was 3 or 4 from deep tonight. Do we just nothing?
Are you looking for analysis from us? Or are you just,
I know there's no analysis on the show. I was just asking more of a question of why. It's okay. I don't know how to fix the 6, but
disrespectfully small. We gotta figure it out.
You gotta fix this, bro. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nap. I mean, we gotta be better.
Yeah, we had.
I'm
this
not
issue
sure what
before.
that
I'm not sure how it was fixed before.
This is like you know what? Fuck it.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It kind of cuts off the top, but
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The score.
Who cares? We lost by 4.
Justin, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out AC Ambulance, man.
Chug, you're fucking insane.
Whoa.
Huh? Justin, what's going on with Herb?
He's coming back from injury. I mean, he's like,
he ain't. Justin,
Can I answer this one? Can I take a stab here?
Go ahead, Ross. Go ahead, Ross.
Can I weigh in here? Because I feel like we're to blame. This is one where I feel like I'm going to speak for all of us. We're owed some piece of this because the whole not on Herb. Herb is valuable. Herb can do all these, extra things.
2 games into the year.
No. It's not 2 games into the year. It is. You're right. It's 2 games into this year. But guess when Herb's extension kicks in? Guess when Herb's extension kicks in? Not for another year and a half. So no, it's not just this year.
You mean when he's 30 years old, Ross?
Thanks for the math, Chaz. I didn't do it, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Yes.
Ross.
When he's an elder statesman. The problem is Herb is going to have nights where he's okay. Herb is going to have nights where he's not okay. But when you pay someone above what they are owed, there's now a level of expectation that comes with that. And this is what you're going to see. Like, he's not, he was a nice little role player, but when he tries to step outside of his lane,
this is such he played bad tonight.
He stinks.
Wait,
hold on, Justin. Hold on. Ross. You don't think so you're saying these 2 games they take away all the goodwill that he's done throughout his tenure here?
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, in what, like, I don't mean it like that, but like, what goodwill are we referring to? Like, elaborate. What goodwill? All the playoff games he won?
Wow,
all the wins he attributed to what? I mean, the fact that he's a good defender. Look, he was a very good defender. We'll see if that carries over post injury, but like, he was terrible tonight, like terrible tonight. And it's not that somebody can't look. I get it, 82 games, it's a long season, whatever. I mean, we're this is a fan reaction. I get it. Like, could he be fine? Sure, but tonight he was really, really bad, and it's. When he's really bad, it accentuates the fact that that he's never going to be good enough to overcome this, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, there are some players that can be, when Zion's bad, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up, because like on a good night he can win you the game. But when Herb is really bad, it's like, damn, man, he was really bad tonight, but like he can't win us the next game. So, man, this is so frustrating. And then you go look at the fact that you just gave this player an extension. And for me, that's what it all comes down to. Herb as a player, I'm fine with. Herb as a contract now, I'm very frustrated with. And those 2 things are separate for me.
Five. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm you next, Chris.
Go ahead, Five. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. Truth be told, I've seen Herb win this team games they should have never won. And when he didn't have the contract, and I get it, money makes when you get a contract and you get paid, and that contract hasn't even kicked in, you're looked at differently. I asked KD the exact thing. How do you feel about Herb? Like, Herb's game has grown, but now we're at a point where we might have reached the peak of it, maybe. But I don't say these 2 games of him playing bad is who Herb Jones is. Like, I just can't. You got to give him grace. I don't give a fuck if he missed. I don't. That doesn't take away what he's already done for this organization, and I'm sure he's going to bounce back from it. But we can't sit back here and be like, "Yeah, Herb stinks." I think we're going far. Like, yeah, he played like shit.
He played great. Like he played great the first half in the first game, like 2 days ago. He played great. He had a bad second half. He had a bad game tonight.
Jordan Hawkins, yeah, like, I get it. Maybe tonight in the second half, or really the first half, like, he was better than her, but that's not really saying a lot. That's not saying much, because next week he could miss all of the shots he takes, and we're back to square one with Jordan Hawkins. I don't know. I don't see how we can go from heaven and hell with Herb Jones right here.
Chris, what you got, bro?
I think both things can be true. I think Herb, you could say Herb had the worst game I've ever seen him play on a basketball floor. But you can also look at the game and say they were up 8 in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes left, and they lost the lead without Herb on the floor. They didn't gain the lead with him on the floor, and they didn't lose the lead with him on the floor. To close the game, he's on the floor. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. To close the game, he's not. He's not on the floor, right? Zion misses a free throw. Wemby
goes
out.
under a screen.
Yeah, like I mean, it's the little things, and in this, man, that it's the nuances without versus like, yeah, Herb was ass, and Willie Green isn't a great coach. I mean, it's clear, but to me, like I think the reason that they lost this game was the reason they lost this game is the same reason they lost game 1. They lost the minutes when the best player went out. So they lost the no job minutes in the Grizzlies game. And when Wemby went out, they lost those minutes here. When they were up 8, I don't think Wemby hadn't returned. Harrison Barnes scored like 5 points in a row. Dylan Harper. Then Wemby gets fouled out. I think at that point it was a 2-point game.
Yeah.
It might have been tied. I don't remember. He eventually gets fouled out.
It was a 2-point game.
We were going the free throw line.
Yeah.
He gets fouled out, and you lose those minutes. You lose the rest of the game. So yeah, I mean, you couldn't say anything positive about Herb. I don't think he was good defensively tonight. He wasn't good offensively. He couldn't shoot. He was a non. He should not have been on the floor. I mean, the fourth quarter, Jordan Hawkins was a better selection, I think, to have out there, unfortunately. But I don't think I need more than 2 games to just put a pin or put Herb in a coffin completely. But he played like ass. I mean, I'm sure he would say the same thing. I hope it.
Yeah.
To me, Chris, like, and you're not wrong with the non-star minutes, like losing those minutes. To me, it's the execution. Game 1, execution offensively, they were bad in crunch time. Game 2, execution defensively, they were bad. Like, you're up 2 with 30-something seconds left. You don't allow a 3. And what happens? They allow a 3. I don't know if they were supposed to switch the screen, if they weren't supposed to switch the screen. Then in overtime, there's a high split action, and 2 defenders go with 1 guy, and you get a wide open layup. And there's just no communication whatsoever. There's no execution defensively when you need to stop. I'm not saying this team needs to be very good defensively. I say this ad nauseum. You just got to be good in crunch time. And it's all about communicating. It's all about, are we switching 1 through 5? What are we doing? Because, like, to me, that came out of a timeout. There's 32 seconds left. Spurs drew up a set. There's a timeout. So what was Willie Green communicating in the huddle? Hey, are we switching 1 through 5? Yes or no? And there, I think this screen happened with Trey Murphy and Derek Queen. Was that correct?
Yeah. Do we have that play? Because I think Trey sagged. And
if you have it,
in my head, it was like I was thinking it was Wemby, and I don't believe actually it was Wemby. I think
was it Trey? But who were the 2 defenders in the action? Trey and Queen. And Queen.
I thought it was Poole.
I don't think it was. I don't know who was guarding Cornette at that time, but it was an awkward sat like.
But there's no communication. Are you switching or you're not switching? Like there was obviously
we can pull that play
miscommunication.
But I remember thinking at the time that it seemed like a gap by Trey. Yeah, it seemed like
it was Cornette. Queen was on.
I don't remember who was guarding Cornette.
Who hit the 3?
Castle hit the 3.
Let me look this up.
Yeah,
Castle. So go ahead, Chaz.
No, well, I want to say this again. Like I always say this: you can be bad, you just can't be god fucking awful. It can't be to the point where, dude, like the last 2 games, if you don't play, it's probably a positive. Just because there's so many instances that pop into my head where it's like, bro, what are you doing out there? Like,
you referring to Bill Green or somebody?
Her. To me, I can't put this on Willie, period, because I'm like, y'all got big fucking money. I knew who you were. I know who you are, but I also know who Willie is. And the thing is, if you're gonna be a neutral. Be like, hey, it don't really matter if you play. There was a play. Dog, this is unbelievable. There's a play. Herb cuts baseline. Queen sees her. Perfect pass. Herb get the ball. Try to do a reverse layup. Then swat the shit out of it. And it's like with Herb, everything turns into points. And that's the problem. Like I seen Jeremiah Fizz, same play, he hits the reverse layup, makes the shot, right? And I'm not comparing them because offensively, of course, Fizz is better than her. But it's like, again, when I just thinking about, you pick up a tech. Now you're a negative. Jose, first play in the game. You ain't even, they ain't even inbound the ball. You pick up a tech. That's 2 points right there. You give up an offensive rebound, they score right there. That's 4 points right there. mind you, to me, I'm not even worried about the clutch necessarily. Yeah, you battle back, all that happened. Now it's the last 4 minutes. Let's lock in. It's the little things for a team that has very little room for error. Because Trey Murphy, bad defensively, kept going under the screen, and we kept getting killed on the screen. Like I seen it happen back to back with Zion and Bey, and I think it might have been Zion and Trey. It was just bad. But also, it's like, all right, you gave up 2 offensive boards on missed free throws, right? Just to me, it's just things like that. Well, it's like it's inexcusable. Again, Herb gambled 2 times to go for a steal, missed on both of them. Cornette easy layup on the other one. I forget who scored, but it's just shit like that to where it's like if you were neutral, it wouldn't matter. You just so bad the way, like, even again last night, nobody gonna stop Ja. Ja scored 70. He shot 71% with Herb as his primary defender, and a lot of the players, when I went to the stats, they shot 100% with Herb as their primary defender. Tonight, I'm afraid to even look at this shit. Everybody probably shot 100%. If you're not defending, you're not rebounding, you're not doing nothing. Like, it's damn.
Chaz, can I send you this video for you to upload? I cannot figure it out.
I don't know if you'll be able to send it. How would you send it to me?
I'm texting it to you. Yeah.
I could try. Let me see.
I don't know.
Yeah, you text. Why y'all do that? I mean, look, I thought the rookies.
Wait, hold on. We go get
positives.
That.
There were positives to take away. I mean,
facts.
I don't want to be like totally negative.
No. We gonna talk about the rookies. Follw, let me ask you this. I'm gonna give you the sequence because Justin talked about crunch time, right? So you got this is literally how the game unfolded from the 4th quarter with a minute left until overtime. A pool floater. Trey got a steal. Trey dunk on a putback. Wemby turnover. Zion midi. Castle 3. Trey went under. That's what the one he rolled with Cornette. Zion fouled. He hit 1 or 2. Wemby missed. Then overtime, Trey went under the screen again. Vassell made a 3. Queen foul. Zion layup. Champagne 3. Jordan Poole missed a 3. Where was the game lost exactly?
To me, go ahead.
No. Again, it's always lost at the same point. You know, the period between the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third, it's always lost there. Because you've seen, as soon as the team came out, they went on a like 9-0 run, some shit like that, was able to get a decent sized lead. The Pelicans cut into it. But it's always the same thing. If Trey goes on this multiple screens, what do you fault that as? Is that a Trey Murphy just saying fuck the game plan? Or is that just like that was the game plan to go under said person? Like we've seen this time and time again. We talked about multiple instances. It wasn't just Trey Murphy going on the screens.
Yeah.
Right? It's multiple players. Like it always goes back to the same person to me. It always does. Because Chaz alluded to it. You have a very, very narrow window to win. And if you can't do the little things correctly, then you won't win, especially with this team. They're not disciplined, right? They don't do the small things well. They don't run anything for each other. Like, look at the end of the game. Look how easy San Antonio was able to get good looks, right? Who gives a fuck if they made it or not? Like, the looks that they got made sense. Like, they put people in actions where you had to make a decision. Trey was worried about maybe Stephon getting downhill. That's why you sag off. And he pulls. Like, the split action Justin talked about earlier, right? They get 2 on the ball, and then there's a corner 3. Like, that's what really good teams do. They put you in predicaments where you have to make a decision, and then they capitalize on it. So, the Pelicans never do that.
Lito, can I play the video?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Back out. Castle for 3.
What's Trey doing?
Run again. Running back.
Back out. Castle for 3. It's good.
I mean, there's just no reason to
defend
that way. That's what I'm saying. When you were saying it was a switch, switch what? There wasn't even a screen. Like it wasn't. There was no screen.
They need 3 points to tie the game. A 2 can't beat you.
But there wasn't even a screen.
Yeah, the three took the lead. The three took
the three took the lead. He went under the screen.
But it's not even.
Yeah, that one was just terrible.
But like, is that a game plan thing? Is that like that's where I'm trying to get at?
No,
he went brain dead.
See,
no,
for me,
my bad, Chad. Go ahead.
No, I think Trey had a couple brain farts. And I think that was one of 3 brain farts. Now, one was a miscommunication with Hawkins in the right corner. He throws the ball out of bounds when Hawkins moves to the left wing. No, the right wing. Last game, inbounds play. He doesn't look for the ball, right? This game, you had a brain fart there. You had a brain fart with the Hawkins situation. Then you have a brain fart going under the screen. To me, it's you. It's you at a certain point because you don't. This motherfucker is 6 for 14 from. I'm talking about Devin Vassell, and it's a Matt problem tonight. That's why I always say respect to her. That shit don't matter. If you're not a lockdown, shut down Deion Sanders defender, that shit don't matter. You got to be able to put the fucking ball in the hoops, son. Because the Spurs made like 10 more fucking threes than the Pelicans. 10 more threes. Like, what was it? It was 43 3-point attempts. No, I'm sorry. They shot 10 more. 43 3-point attempts to 32. They made 3 more threes than you, right? You won damn near every other facet of the game except for rebounding. It's 71 rebounds to 55. But they battled on the boards and Queens was great. But you gotta be able to score the fucking basketball, bro. You gotta be able to score. It was just these dudes. This wasn't. It was just bad, son. It was just bad.
Follw, I just want to say, I feel what you're saying about coaching because I was saying to myself, like, this is a very winnable game if you have a good coach. Because Chris said Willie Green is not a great coach, but I think that kind of undermines good. I don't think he's even good. But with that being said, when I look at that play from Trey, I don't even know if I could put that on him. That looks like a misreaction from Trey to me.
See, what do you think's being said? Let me ask this, Lito, then, because it's tie game. No, I think the communication matters here. Like tie game. Like, hey, guy, like, what is Willie Green saying in the huddle? Like, I don't think he's drawing up a set. I don't think he's drawing up what the Spurs are going to like run here. Like, I think it's like, what are we like willing to give up? What are we not willing to give up? Hey, we can't give up a 3 here. Like, why is Trey Murphy sagging off? Like, hold on. I just find it very hard to believe.
Hold up. I've been trying to talk for 5 minutes.
It's okay. Go ahead, Chris. Chris, you can hear me? Am I done talking? No?
Go ahead.
The fuck just happened?
What happened? I don't know. All right.
We're miscommunicating.
Dog, this is why when Justin initially said you got to be good on defense in a clutch, right? That's almost like a imaginary thing. You have to just be good throughout a game. Like there's no way you could just flip a switch and be good, especially with a young team like this. They don't have that luxury. This isn't Golden State. You don't have the opportunity to just be good when you want to be good on defense, right? You have to have at least some principles about yourself to understand in certain situations we need to be better, but throughout a game, these are what we're going to abide by. And they don't do that consistently. Defense was supposed to be Willie Green's calling card. They're not statistically good really because of him. Again, that was Herb, and multiple players said it was because of Herb when they were top 6 defensively for a couple years back to back. So that's really my reasoning behind this. Is like, it is on him. It's because of you. This team isn't good defensively. They don't have any principles. They don't know what to do because you don't tell them. They just kind of, it's almost like pick up basketball, but on the defensive end.
Jared, and you're right, Chris, I'm going to let you go in a second. Because we talk about that Saints Super Bowl team. I know it's 2 different sports, but like that Saints defense, right? They're opportunistic. Like when they needed to make a play, they had to make a play, right? Like, and I completely agree with you. Like, I don't think the principles are correct here. Like, you just got to be able to make a play. You got to be able to get a stop. And like that right there, it's not even like getting a stop. It's like they didn't know what to do. It looked like they didn't know what to do. And it goes back to, it doesn't matter if it's on the offense or defensive side of the ball. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Chris, you got something, brother?
Yeah, Chris is.
I got a question that
Lala fixed it. Thank you, Lala.
I'm curious how you guys would view it. So my perspective is they have been sagging off Castle the entire game. He's not a good 3-point shooter, right? As of yet. The entire game they had allowed him to shoot the ball. That was obviously like in the game plan, right?
Yeah.
And on the flip side, when they needed a defensive rebound, they couldn't grab one. And they'd given up 20 offensive rebounds as is. Now, it should be asked in post game. Maybe we'll get an answer. But I guess if I could flip the script here, and you were guarding, like let's say Stephon Castle was Herb Jones. Do you let Herb Jones shoot in that situation and put all of your attention towards trying to help grab a rebound, or do you close out?
That's a good point.
I think in that scenario, because Castle was 3 for 8. I mean, when he shot it, he was 2 for 7, right? So
yeah, but I get that. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, Chaz, he's a bad shooter, and they can sit regardless, right or wrong, the entire game. They gave him enormous amount of space to shoot.
But in that's
go ahead,
Chaz.
No, I was about to say if it's apples to apples, Castle can do other shit. So it's kind of like he kind of got game. Whereas with Herb, if Herb beat me, I just was supposed to lose. You know what I mean? Whereas Castle actually can do shit. So that's why, to me, it's a tough call with that, because I would turn my back on Herb. Like, there was one play in particular in the fourth quarter, in overtime, Zion turnover. Herb is in the right corner. Saddiq Bey is not on the floor. Why is Herb in the game in this scenario? You're down 7. The dude back totally turns to Herb. Nobody give a fuck what's going on with number 2. Is he number 2 now? Nobody. People ain't give a fuck what was happening with number 5. They don't give a fuck what's going on with number 2. Zion try to pass the Herb, dude steal the ball. Dude looking at Zion the whole time, like, I'm just waiting on you to do something, like a mouse trapped in the corner. Every time, and not to get superstitious, every time this man touched the floor, something bad happened, bro. Look, Zion made like 4 or 5 free throws in a row. Zion get to the line, he made the first one. Herb checking the game, he missed the second one. Every time, dog, it's him. It's fucking him.
Can I address this comment? Desmond, appreciate your comment here. We live with that shot. The problem I have with the comment, and like Chris, you're not wrong with like letting him do whatever. The thing that fucks up the whole game here is if you allow a 3. He has hit 2 threes already in the game. Just don't allow the 3.
Just run him off the line.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I was. Just don't allow it.
That's what I was
he's made threes tonight, and like he's an NBA basketball player. He can make a wide open shot.
But that's what I was gonna. Shout out Blue Jay.
That's
what I was gonna say when Chaz was.
Like that's the most frustrating thing about it. Like that was the game plan, but the game plan's thrown out the window when there's 32 seconds left, and you need just one stop. You just need one stop.
Ask the question.
That's a good question. Go ahead, Ross.
You said so. Answer the question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to answer the question?
I thought Ross was answering. My bad.
Yeah, I thought.
The question was something to do with Herb Jones again. What was the question?
Yeah. When Herb Jones touches the floor and something bad happens.
No, the question was, and if a guy is not known for shooting, let's say hypothetically speaking, it was Herb Jones, would you just guard him the same way and live with the result? Is that accurate? Like,
close, but I think it's the combination. It's not just the fact that he's a bad shooter. It's the combination with the fact that you couldn't grab a rebound and you give up 20 and you gave up 20 offensive rebounds. So to me, in my mind, Trey is connecting to whoever Queen is with, because hey, we're living with this shot. I gotta go and try to grab this rebound. I'm asking. I brought up Herb because I said if the script was flipped and it was Herb shooting the shot and you couldn't grab a rebound, would you close out on Herb?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to belabor it because they already said it, but no matter who it is, like you just have to run them off the line.
in that situation line, you have to defend him. You have to guard him.
That's what I'm saying. You have to defend him, and that was the weird part about the way Trey defended it, was that to me there's a difference in. To me, or didn't defend it, I guess was probably the better. It would be different if you were guarding against something, but he wasn't actually guarding against anything. It's not like he was sagged off and he was standing on the block or something. He just sort of let an NBA starting guard,
walk into a
flip the laces. I mean,
right. Did you see how Wemby guarded Zion? They were like, "Look, Zion hadn't shot 3 all year. That's a shot you live with." It's like Zion. We know Zion ain't gonna shoot that.
Yeah, or it's not like DeAndre Jordan. Oh, hey, look at DeAndre Jordan's out there in the corner and he shoots a 3. Whatever. I mean, it's a starting guard in the NBA. Like we need to be close enough to contest that, especially given the situation of being up 2 with 30 seconds left. I mean, that to me was the problem. It was a bit too. Even if you're going into the game, which I agreed with, right? Like going into that game, hey, if Castle wants to shoot 500 3-pointers, you let him shoot all the 3-pointers he wants to shoot. But the rules change inside a minute based on whether you're up, down, but to me, that's coaching. And I feel like he wasn't given the appropriate guidance, or he just wasn't self-aware enough to make that choice. And whichever one of those it was, it's bad either way.
To me, go ahead, Fa.
I was going to say, like, we've all been in situations where we play like pickup basketball and there's this one dude out there that hasn't hit a shot all game. But when the fucking game is 11-11, it's game point,
everyone gets guarded.
Everybody's getting guarded tough, right? You're going to have to you got to go through multiple screens, switch. And if he just so happens to be wide open because we had to double somebody and then he hits the shot,
then I might foul his ass.
Yeah. Fine, like we'll live with that one, but it can't be the initial. Hey, I'm gonna walk up, spin the ball in my left hand, line the laces up, and shoot. And it's pure like nah, bro. Like you gotta at least drive, dribble, drift, pass, swing. It's got to be something else rather than just walk up and shoot a 3.
Man, listen, let's talk about some positives, man. Ross, you kind of brought this up a little bit, man. The rookies, man. So there's so many things I can say about Jeremiah Fitz. This one leg floater of his, like he just, boy, he looked like a guard. 5. He looked like a guard. I know. He got floaters. We saw him clamp Castle for a couple possessions. Then Queen in the first half had 2 dunks. He had a block. He'd been rebounding well. He got a 2-for-1. Smart enough to take the 2-for-1 before the end of the half. Like, to have that kind of IQ. Like, and we got to talk about his defense on Wemby at some point.
That was great.
Like, let's go ahead, Ross.
No, I mean, I think Justin was going to allude to it, and you just said it. I really thought he did a great job. Just stated, it's kind of just rules generally, right? Like, we want to turn Wemby into a shooter, whether it's fadeaways, whether it's 3-pointers, whether it's mid-range jumpers, whatever it is, right? And I thought he did a good job of, hey, stay grounded, stay in front of him. Let's not let the 7'6" guy, take 2 dribbles and dunk it, right? Like, and I thought he did a great job. I mean, sometimes it's simple, right? A guy like Wemby's gonna score. He's gonna score 25 points, right? He's fucking 10 feet tall. Like anytime he gets in within a certain perimeter of the rim, he's going to just dunk it, and there's nothing you can do about it. I really thought Queen did a great job of keeping himself between the basketball and the rim. Did a great job with his hands. Like, I had very low expectations given that he didn't play at all in the preseason. He really hasn't played since summer league. There's a lot of positives to take away from the way he played defensively. Do I want to see more? Do I want to see like a higher energy level? Do I want to see like some things cleaned up? Sure. But there were positives about the way I thought he guarded Wemby. And we all thought he was an offensive player, not a defensive player. And so, there's good things to take away from that.
Hey, Chris, we did me and 5, we did the Derek Queen film, right? And y'all both can attest some of the things or some of the concerns for him either on college or moving up to the next level was his motor. Like you heard a lot about his motor, a lot about his conditioning. You heard, like Ross just said, I know he's an offensive player, but will he give any effort defensively? So from what y'all seen in that film versus to what we saw tonight, like how did that correlate to the film?
Honestly, man, truthfully, it didn't.
Okay.
Because he's going through the rookie part to where nothing is about him right now. Like he has focus and eyes on him, but he doesn't have the basketball. There's no plays being ran from him. People don't want him to do the things that make him special. I mean, watch Queen grab a rebound and dribble the ball 4 times. Watch the bench. Everybody is like, no, pass the ball. And it's like, that's Derek Queen. So he has to fight certain things because he's going through a rookie transition in the NBA. You don't really see much of that in Maryland because the ball is in his hands, right? So, and even like tonight, he was way more of a secondary player. Catch, dunk, help defense, rim protection, dirty work, offensive boards, it was all of that. It wasn't creation. It wasn't, we're gonna isolate the side for you. It wasn't coast to coast. He was in the middle of a break and gave the ball right to Jordan Poole. That's what you're supposed to do. But I know in his mind, he wanted to finish the play. There's no way he didn't want to finish the play, but he's trying to do what's going to keep him on the floor and what the team needs of him. But to Ross's point, it actually adds value to him because how many rookies do we see struggle with not being able to be productive when they can't do the shit that they have been doing all their life? What he did defensively tonight, I think, was telling. Some of the block attempts, some of the blocks that he had, how disciplined he was. He didn't go for a bunch of fakes. Some of the rebounds, the battling on the boards, going against a 7'6" alien. You know what I mean? I think that matters, man, and it showed because if you watch, watch these next few weeks of Derek Queen, you are going to have to almost postpone with the guy that you drafted, the guy that you saw, because he got a different way. Like he's not Fears. Fears has more freedom. Fears gonna have the ball a lot more. He's the point guard. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Queen got to pick his spots, but tonight it's no way he could have thought he was playing 35 minutes. Injuries or not.
Chris, he started overtime, right? He was part of the overtime group.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So I mean, I
think that's important.
Yeah. No, it is. But go ahead, Little.
Nah, Follw, you wanted to say something? I saw you.
Nah, I really want to talk about Fears just a little bit, man. And we watched his tape, like we were surprised, like, oh man, he might need some time in Birmingham initially, is what the initial thought was.
Yeah.
But we could see the thought process, oh no, it's there. But this, I didn't really see this. I didn't see the calmness, because I thought he really only had one speed. And maybe that was because the players he was playing with at Oklahoma, he didn't really have the space to truly create for himself. So everything had to be in pockets and him splitting defenders. And now he has that space, and it's he gets to be a secondary guy, but with the ball in his hands. So the focus isn't on him, but he gets to make, simple decisions, and usually ones that end up with him being really in an advantageous position. He's starting to look like the dude from Wake Forest. I'm not gonna say his name yet until I really it's shades of it. He's like a variant, right?
Yeah.
Jeff Teague.
Yeah. Let's go with Jeff Teague. He's at Jeff Teague.
It was disrespectful,
but he's not at the upper tier of
The other
Wake
one.
Forest.
Yeah.
He can reach it though. He possibly can reach it though.
I ain't gonna lie, that fadeaway, that free throw jumper.
So you're talking about you're talking about the free throw jumper and everything. My favorite play from Fears tonight, and it won't even show up in the box score, is I think he breaks down the defense and dishes it right off to Zion. I forget what kind of move he did, but it was him going from the left to the right and then dishes off to Zion on the dunker spot and leads to a foul. It was a clean look. He's good.
Hey,
the help side.
Wait, hold up. You're talking about it's only 72 likes and we got 530.
Yeah. Hold on. Like, subscribe, comment, man. We got 500 people in here, man. Hit the like button, bro. Y'all tripping.
You know what I was going to say, Justin? It's kind of along the same lines is through 2 games, and I didn't see a ton of the first game and watched the whole game tonight. What I like the most is that he's not settling. Because generally speaking, what you see from a lot of these rookie guards is the game's moving really fast. NBA defenses are more clever than they get credit for, and it's what's the easy shot you can take? The easy shot you can take is the three-pointer, which they're begging you to shoot. And I think he's maybe taken one each game. I don't think he's actually made one, but it's the fact for me that he's not settling for that. That shows a comfort in your own ability. That shows a comfort in a maturity of what you're capable of doing at this point. I like that. I like seeing that. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, you know, hey, he's got to get better at shooting. And then you start forcing three-pointers. It's like, don't do that. That's not your game. And the fact that he didn't do that tonight, and it seems like he didn't do that in game 1 either. To me, that to me shows a high level of like basketball IQ, self-awareness, understanding what you can do now, playing to your strengths. So I like that. That's a critical piece of development for me that I like to see tonight for sure.
Chaz, let's talk about Zion, bro. Zion started the game with a report from Area 51, put an alien in a body bag. How did you feel about, I guess, not only the dunk, but Zion's performance tonight?
Yo, Lito, I thought the dunk was incredible to set the tone of the game. I thought he took a gamble against a known like shot blocker, and he got that got a foul, got to make your free throws though. But speaking of gambling,
I've known Willie Green for a long time. Willie Green plays for high stakes.
Also, speaking of gambling, if y'all would just humor me for a second, just humor me, please.
Back out. Herb. This time, Devin Vassell. You have to lock and trail. He's up to 17. Cut. Yep. Yeah. Herb yet to score now. That's a 14 foul. Man, gonna call it one. Now you're deep into the clock. Back door, Herb, and can't get the finish. 6.5 left in the contest. You ask for ball movement. Herb, a 3-ball. And Beers tried.
I'm not drawing any dots. I'm not making any connections. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. All I'm saying is it's interesting. But to Zion, I thought Zion played with some attitude tonight. I don't think he was afraid of Wemby at all. I thought he attacked him. I thought Wemby gets a generous whistle. Even though he fouled out. Wemby had at least, those blocks were at least about 3 fouls. If he had 9 blocks, he fouled on about 4 or 5 of them. Like Wemby fouls the fuck out somebody.
He got a nice whistle, bro.
Yeah, he gets a hell of a whistle. But I thought even that dunk at the end of the game was Zion made winning plays tonight. I thought defensively he wasn't bad also. Back-to-back games he wasn't bad. I just think, man, I hope everyone watched this game, including the proper authorities. Because I thought you gave, what was it, a 14-0 run in the you only lost the third quarter by 1 point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You gave up a 14-0 run in the fourth. And so much of that, those shots I just showed y'all, they were turnovers. Those shots are turnovers. Because typically they lead to points on the opposite end. And, you know, when you get a long rebound or a block and someone's out running ahead, you can just throw it up to Wemby, who looked like the motherfucker from Attack on Titan. This motherfucker's 37 feet tall. Throw it up, easy dunk in transition. Easy. And it's like, come on, man. What kind of Don Corleone shit happened tonight, man? This is, man, come on.
I've noticed a trend.
Yes, he did.
I've noticed a trend now. Every time they take Zion out in the fourth.
They took him out in the third, and the lead just evaporated.
So they took him out the third, but in the fourth, you're talking about that 14-0 run.
Oh, yeah, that one too, yeah.
Zion was out.
You want to know a coincidence, though? When the game got back, when it got the game back, guess who checked into the game? Rookie Jeremiah Fears
at the end Zion. Of the third. At the end of the third?
It's at the end of the third. I believe. No, it might have been the fourth. This might have been in the fourth.
But either way, it's back and forth. They take Zion out. They instantly go on a 14-0 run. And then my biggest pet peeve with this whole thing is Willie calls the timeout. 14-0 run. There's 5:20 left. You got 2 timeouts left. Why not at that point just put Zion back in? Why let the ball be inbounded and then sub Zion in? Because if you didn't know, I know they went on a little run, but Zion didn't get in until 3.5 minutes left. So, like, my point being is, what the fuck are you saving him 20 seconds? No, you're sitting him down even longer. You got to get him in the game as you call the timeout. They go on the 14-0 run. Just put him in the game. What is the point of putting the ball in play and then putting Zion in? He sat out another 2.5 minutes. It's just like, it's stupidity. It's stupidity.
Justin, better question. How do you feel about the game plan of Zion posting Wemby up?
Next question.
I'm serious. Like I'm curious about going throughout the week of game planning for an alien, and we don't put him in actions at all, and you just let Zion like post him up from the free throw. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're completely right with that. I thought like they're starting 5. I really thought they were going to start Hunter Dickinson tonight. I really thought they were going to start number 4 tonight. And I'm glad they didn't. I actually like their starting 5 because like they were going to try to outrun them, but like posting them up made no sense. And like to your point, Leo, I think I saw a text or a tweet. Like put him in the action, get him away from the basket. What did he finish with 9 blocks tonight? Also, at what point do you just stop? Like he's like he put Trey shit in like the 3rd row. Like I'm not even like underestimating that. Like at some point you gotta show something different. And I understand he's like 8 feet tall, but at the same time, like you got to be able to have him in long closeouts where you can attack him there, put him in action. I thought like he's sagging off of Zion, right? Run a DHO to your shooters, and Zion just set a solid screen. You're gonna get wide open threes. But you never see this type of fucking adjustments. It's very simple. Like you see Draymond do this in Golden State all the time. If they're gonna sag off Draymond, cool. I'm DOHing right to Klay Thompson. I'm DOHing to Buddy Hield, to Steph Curry, like all those guys. And yet you can't do it with Zion. Like Wemby is literally waiting for you in the lane. Just dribble a handoff to a shooter. Get wide open threes all night. And how many threes they finished with tonight, Chaz? 30?
35.
They didn't even get to 40, and they played an extra 5 minutes.
They played 32. They shot 32.
It's childish.
Chris, we 5. My bad. You want to talk? You want to say something? Chris, we saw. Go ahead. We saw Zion Trey pick and roll. We saw it twice, and then we never saw it again. Twice. It worked. It was successful both times. What is the ideology in that?
Get your 2 best players in action. I mean,
like I'm saying, like, why does it? Why do you stop? Like, why do you go away from it?
If it ain't broke, fix it.
Yeah, they love. There's nothing more that this offense than Willie Green loves is isolation, like just difficult offensive basketball. He loves a good offensive fight.
That's a 14 foul. Van gonna call a walk on her. Little indecision out top.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, man.
Nah, like I got all right. I'll tell you what, Ross. Let me ask you this. Last game you saw at the end of the game, they started doubling Ja, right? This game, we played a zone for the majority of it, right? Why wasn't Wemby just doubled from the start so he couldn't get in the rhythm?
You know, I didn't think we played I didn't mind our defensive. Like I thought until the very end they played okay defensively. We didn't have a matchup for him. I thought the couple guys that guarded Wemby did a pretty good job. I actually think the best way to defend him is with a smaller player and like somebody physical that'll push him out. Try to make him shoot. Make him think, hey, I'm going to shoot over the top. I didn't think they did an awful job. I truly look. I think we're a bad defensive team. Let's start there. I think this is a really, really bad defensive team overall. But I thought they did a decent job tonight until the last possession. Like, you did a good enough job to win the game, and then for whatever reason, the Trey play that we've already been over. So I don't want to belabor it too much. I don't think that's what lost us the game. I don't think the defense, from quarters 1 to 3 and 3 quarters is what lost you the game. I thought you did an okay job on Wemby. Make him a shooter. He didn't replicate what he did 2 nights ago against you, and is what it is.
I hated the zone.
Good.
Like I hated it.
Good.
I thought it was terrible.
I think
zones in the NBA typically are terrible.
I think your team not smart enough to run. So.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And I'm gonna say that's everybody. Like I just saw some shit today that was just like my game plan for Opert, because to me Wemby not like that, bro. Like, that's just me. I don't think Wemby is like that. I think Wemby is souped up Kristaps Porzingis. I don't think he's super good like that. I mean, I think he's a great player. Don't get me fucked up. But I don't think Wemby's like a top 5 player, nothing like that. At least not until people start retiring. But I will also say that for me, my game plan would have been, go ahead, score all you want. Just don't let Devin Vassell hit 6 fucking threes. Don't let Champagne get a big 3.
What did Cornette finish with?
Cornette, oh my God. More than he should have. Even in the double big lineup, bro.
14
the
to 12.
Pelicans, that to me, this is why this is one of the most frustrating losses. Because you did everything good enough to win this game, and John Carney missed the field goal. Like, you did almost everything, and a motherfucker that generally, a couple motherfuckers that generally shouldn't matter, like a couple motherfuckers that generally shouldn't matter in a result-driven game, kind of sort of cost you the game. Because I was like, why is you in a 2 big lineup, you held your own. They had Cornette and Wemby out there, you held your own. You lost the 9 Wemby minutes.
Yeah.
You lost the fucking 9 Wemby minutes. Like, these dudes was fucking it's too early to call them trash. These dudes were disappointing. You had shit like this going on, son. Oh,
you're inside of 10 of the shot clock. You haven't gotten into the paint really. Queen trying to free up. Held up.
This is it. This is tough possession.
Real tough. Trey off the glass. The hammer. Z on the Z. Reading the situation. Z with the midi. And the lead. That's a 14 foul. Ben going to call a walk on her. So the San Antonio Spurs coming up a 125-92 win over the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. First play of the home opener. Z gets there. First play. But you're inside of 10 of the shot clock. You haven't gotten into the paint really. Queen trying to free up. Held up.
This is it. This is tough possession.
Real tough. Trey off the glass. The hammer. Z on the finish.
Dude, the spacing on all those plays is so bad.
Bro, you got all this gangster
Do you
shit.
know he leads the league in steals?
Who that, Zion?
He's 8.
Zion.
He played great. I think he played well.
You just had all this gangster shit happening, bro. And then once again, dun, 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 dun. I got it, guys. I got it. It's like and one. Hot sauce. Looking at him. Hot sauce got on one-on-one.
That's a 14 foul. Ben, gonna call it walk.
What do you, hey, Chaz? Or I guess, Fob, what do you think about the way Trey's played the first couple games? No big deal. Think he's improved defensively, offensively. Like, what do you? Because I think the expectations are
Too high.
All-star.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about Trey for a second.
I think he's pressing. I have it on good authority that he knows that he's pressing. Especially from the initial game, the first game. It's like you work all summer. You finally got a summer where you can just like work on your game, and you get to game 1 and you're not injured. So you want to show all of the things that you worked on during the summer rather than just be yourself. Just the time will come when you can show the things that you've worked on during the summer and be better. Like you didn't need to show that game 1. You know what I'm saying? You needed to be who you needed to be. Like if you saw Jordan Poole have it going game 1, just continue to feed whatever that is, and the basketball guys will reward you for that. This game he was better. He was more relaxed. I thought, especially in the first half, right? Like he got some shots in the paint. He was trying to get downhill, but again, I think in the second half he kind of resorted back to let me show you what I could do a little bit. When again, still be patient. Like I hate the fact when he'll have a step on the guy and then he'll reset or he'll hold the ball. Yeah. Like be reactionary, my man. Like basketball is all about like you waiting on picks. Like that ain't you. That ain't you yet. I'm not saying that ain't you, but that ain't you yet. Just move the ball and then it'll find you, because like we saw like I think the play in the first quarter where Jordan Poole I think skips it cross court, pass to the post of Zion. It's a swing back to Trey. Like that's where you gonna get paid, man. Like you've gotten paid before, but like that's where you need to be.
You know what hit home for me, and it was really last night, not even in this game, but I was up late last night watching the Warriors Nuggets game, and I'm not comparing the players. I'm not comparing the players because they're I know somebody's gonna give me a hard time about this, but like Trey really needs to go study Steph and what Steph does off the ball. There were so many, like there's just so many plays last night where Steph is not involved in the action at all. He's not involved in it at all. Like he's on the other side of the court and he does something. He does something that frees himself, absent the entire play, the entire offensive system, that leads to him getting an open three. And when you watch it and you really focus on it, it's why Steph is so special. Like, yes, is he the greatest shooter of all time? Sure. Does he have an unbelievable handle? Absolutely. But when you start watching the little things, it's like if Trey could just pick up a nugget of that, he could make his life so much easier. And it's like there's just a lot to learn from that. And he's doing a little over dribbling. I thought he rebounded. I really think he's rebounded great all year. I say the last 2 games, but he just could learn. He could make his games. He can make his life so much easier just by picking up the fact that, like, hey, you don't actually have to dribble to get an open shot. Like, you know that. Like, if you'll just spend a little bit of effort off the ball, like you actually don't even have to dribble the ball at all. You could take it like you could end up getting a handoff off of a back screen that wasn't even involving you. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of. You watch a game like that, and I find myself thinking, like, damn, if Trey could pick up a little bit of this, he could get himself 5 to 8 extra wide open threes a night. But
you know, coincidentally, I thought Trey started the game with patience. I thought he was really way more patient than the last game. Like he got, I think, Queen an easy dunk, off a drive, but then I think somehow he got lost on defense and he started pressing offensively. He started doing way too much. And in the first 2 games, we've kind of seen that. What you got, Justin?
Lita, can I ask a question to whoever wants to answer this? So you got Boston, right? So you got Boston at home. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, say you lose to Boston at home, and you're 0-3, and then you got at Denver, at LA Clippers, at OKC. The next 3, you're staring 0-6 in the eye.
I don't know, because I don't think tonight was an easy matchup.
Well, I'm not saying that, Chaz. I'm just saying you have to, like, with the trade you made, you gotta make.
Yeah, playoffs. you gotta win. Absolutely. I just honestly, at worst, this team should be 1-1. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, I just think you had two unexpected god awful performances from two guys that you don't expect it. Like if they're just okay, you win the game. Like each night. If Herb was just okay tonight, you win. If Trey was just okay last game, you win. Because offensively, I thought Trey was pretty solid tonight. And 10 rebounds. I thought he was doing a triple double. He's passing the shit out the ball. But if you just okay, see, good teams still wins. You still victories. The Pelicans lost both of these games with the opposing team's best defender off the floor. You fouled out Wemby. You fouled out Jaren Jackson Jr. That's a hell of a feat. That means you get unbelievable contributions from your rookies. To me tonight for Trey, it was like, Trey, you can't just be just another guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go a little above and beyond. I thought tonight he was solid, but you gotta get to the free throw line. Rebounding was really good. Defensively, you just can't be awful. I thought tonight he was awful defensively. But yet and still, I don't know, man. It be boiling down. It just really boils down to talent, dog. That's why I think on some instances if Looney plays, I think you win last night. If Looney plays, you might win tonight because there's less possessions for the other guy, right? To me, it just boiled down to talent. And after about the third player, after Jordan Poole, who hasn't been incredible, who wasn't incredible tonight, he had a couple big shots, but wasn't incredible tonight. After about the third player, you got a lot of fucking questions. And even in your starting lineup, once you get the Herb, you got a major question. Like, it's a serious question. Like, oh, should this guy be starting? Like, is it situational? Like, what's the situation here? At 5, you already know you got the question. Like, at center, you already know. And it's just like, you have to start Saddiq Bey. That's a major contributor off your bench now in your starting unit. Luckily, Queen was able to contribute, and Hawkins did what he could. He contributed. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was god awful defensively too. It's just, you can't be playing Hawkins and Jose, bro. Them stories is played out. Like Jose, they were cheering for Jose like King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. getting back-to-back fucking homers. That's how they was. And Jose like, yeah, I'm here. We did it. Yeah. Technical foul, 1 point, gives up an offensive board, 3 points right there. Get the fuck out the game. You never see him the rest of the night. Like this, what was that for? You could have saved them 3 points. Man, get these dudes out of here. That shit playing out, man. Nobody won't hear about that no more. But the rookies are head and shoulders out playing these dudes.
I want to see Peavy. I want to see Peavy.
Why you just think Peavy couldn't have possibly been worse than Herb tonight? Or Hawkins. He just couldn't have possibly been worse. Couldn't have possibly been worse. Shout out to Hawkins. He had a couple big shots. Shout out to him. Credit to him. But Peavy just couldn't have been worse, though. Like, the situational awareness from Willie to like, I don't need to see you no more tonight. Come out the game. Like, I don't care, Herb, your partner. I don't need to see him no more. Come out the game. Like, I don't care. None of that matters. I don't care, Jose. You sweet on Jose. Take him out the game. Because now I'm gonna have to start dropping dimes on you motherfuckers. And I ain't no snitch. But I'm gonna start dropping dimes on you motherfuckers.
I've known Willie Green for a long time. Willie Green plays for high stakes.
Hey,
come on, dog.
Hey,
come on.
My bad.
Yo, they're gonna start the season 0-6. Is he gonna be fired if they start 0-6?
I don't think so. But that was my point, really. How can you though? Because again, with Willie Green, it's like the most I can say about him tonight. I thought the defense was cool, but the most I can say about him tonight is, Willie, why you put Herb back in the game? You saw Herb was playing, bro.
Terrible.
Why you put him back in the game? Go ahead, Lito.
No, my bad.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, though.
I was going to say, Chris. So we saw Saddiq Bey started the game tonight, right? And he played well. He played really good. And then he was, shout out to him. Then he got sent to Bell Green Island, and we have not
from deep.
We've not seen or heard from the brother again. So, let me ask you a question: Is Saddiq a starter going forward?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. I think he's probably maybe a closing, the end of a half or a game. I don't know if he's a starter necessarily. And tonight was weird because like I noticed that too that they had Saddiq out of the game, but I mean I'm assuming once you go Fears and you go Queen, who do you sub him out for? You know what I'm saying? Like who do you sub him out? Like who do you take out at that point? Do you take out Fears and let Poole run the one? You know, maybe that. So that would have been my question. But I think Saddiq played well. I don't know if he's a starter because my issue with Saddiq starting is that there's so many other players that are gonna touch the ball and need shots to where he's not gonna see the basketball, and I hate that shit because Saddiq won't see the ball until the second quarter. And I was like, motherfucker, I've averaged 15 points for my career. I'm shooting this bitch immediately. Bad shot or not, I've earned the right to do this. He don't even I legit don't think he even touched the basketball in the first quarter. But hey, he got Trey Poole in front of him there, Zion. Like, where is he gonna touch the basketball? You just gonna sit him in the corner? Even at his best, Saddiq wasn't he wasn't a corner specialist. He wasn't somebody, he wasn't a 3-and-D dude even before the injury. That wasn't his role. He was a bucket. He could hit an occasional three. He's a role player. But I don't like that element. You gotta find a way. That's why he fits better on a bench to me, because with some of these unbalanced lineups, he gets to see the basketball a little bit more. And I'll say this. Speaking of Saddiq, one of my favorite parts of this game, and it's why I'm more optimistic than I thought I would be about this team. It's the small shit. And it's with Zion. Zion, now look, you got to be a psycho to not shoot a jumper the entire fucking game. And when the game is on the line, the game is on the fucking line, and you decide to pull out a jumper, you ain't even attempted the entire game. Psycho, you fucking crazy.
Bitch touched the entire rim.
And you know what's crazy? I'm psycho too, because I'm thinking he should shoot the jumper. He ain't gonna shoot the jumper. This man shot the jumper. But there was a sequence. It might have been the third quarter, or I don't remember when it was. Zion gets a rebound and goes coast to coast, gets to the line. Saddiq's on the opposite wing. But he's wide open for three. Zion don't give him the ball. Zion go to the line. Him and Saddiq meet up. Zion like, I got you. Okay. We'd have been on the court to where motherfucker say, I got you. You might not see the ball ever again. And who am I to tell Zion that, like, okay, like, I'm Saddiq Bey. With all due respect, the next fucking possession, literally the next possession, Zion grabs another rebound, does the same thing, but this time he finds Saddiq and Saddiq hits a three. That's the small improvements in Zion, like that leadership shit, that like the maturity of it that you may not always see, but it pays dividends like down the line. Because a guy like Saddiq ain't gonna forget that kind of shit. Like, hey, you actually rewarded me on your promise. I didn't think you was gonna do that. So, shout out to Zion and Saddiq.
What are y'all? Oh, go ahead, Five. Go ahead. I go ahead.
No, you good. I was gonna say to piggyback on your Saddiq point. Pause. He did something that like it won't show up in the box score. Most people probably wouldn't even think about it. But somehow Jeremiah Fields got switched on to Wemby and he was trying to box him out.
You saw that?
And Saddiq went to help him. You know what I mean? Like, say, bro, like
he was a madman, dog.
And I think somebody ended up with the foul. It might have been Saddiq that ended up with the foul or something like that. But it wasn't like he was there to help him. He wasn't really there to do anything else because he probably wasn't gonna get the rebound regardless.
But it was just, get your little ass the fuck out of here, man.
Like, he had to go help his partner. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like,
had to go help his nephew, bro.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that stuff like that, like, he is just more than just basketball in a sense. Like, he understands, like, yo, he a rookie. He about to get dunked on. Let me at least go push this 7'6" cat out the way. So at least he ain't gonna do my little dog wrong.
Yeah. Hey, Chaz, go ahead. I know you want to say, you want to say something.
What I was thinking was, like, these dudes been bad. A couple of these dudes been bad. What I was thinking was there was a play last game. It was like 3-on-1 in transition on the going to the right. It must have was the fourth quarter. It might have been the fourth quarter. 3-on-1 transition. Of course they don't score. Right. It might have been like Jordan Poole, Herb, and like one other person, right? But the thing that kind of gets me is even with a new coach, right? And granted, I would like to see it, but even with a new coach, I'm like, okay, what do I do with a couple of these guys that I'm paying big money to from the standpoint of I can't just say, Herb, look, you're not playing no more this second half, dog. We're gonna get them on Sunday. We'll try again Sunday. I can't do that, right? Take into account different third, fourth game, different starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? The intended starting lineup still hasn't played. Story of their life, but still no fucking matter. You figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm just thinking, just from a talent standpoint, I don't know if I'm a coach how to overcome some of these things to where I'm like, damn, I can't take Zion out the game at all. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Trey played like 40 something minutes tonight and who overtime. So it's like he got to be fucking exhausted.
Chaz, like, I do think eventually when Queen gets to full health and like basketball shape, you're gonna be able to take Zion out because I think you can piece together. I'm not saying they have the same game, but they have the same like gravity, right? Like Chris, you pointed out that double team early on that the Grizzlies ran on Queen, and they haven't even seen NBA film on him. They only have summer league film on him, right? So like that's the respect these teams. Like he had 14 and 8 tonight. I mean, he had a horrific three, which was like baller. I mean, that dude can play, and like, look, that guy battles, man. Like he's tough. Like he's just a tough guy, and so like I think you can piece those together. But you do bring up a really good point. There is something to be said when Zion goes out. Like who's stepping up? Who's the next guy? And I think that's a very important conversation to have because I hadn't seen it yet in the last 2 games. I hadn't seen it.
I think the substitution pattern
is awful. It is terrible, Chaz. It's fucking atrocious.
I get that right now. It's experimental. You got to figure it out. Because again, you don't expect Trey to play as bad as he played the first game. You don't expect Herb to play as bad as he played this game. You should have expected it from Jordan Hawkins. So no excuse there. But also, it's like, to me, Poole and Trey don't have great chemistry just yet.
No.
Whereas Zion and Trey have awesome chemistry, right? I think maybe Poole should be the first to come out, right? And then you let him run more of the second unit because then he can kind of do his thing.
With Queen, because they could have a nice PNR.
Oh, yeah, they'll be nice.
Really nice PNR.
They would be nice.
A guard, I don't mean to cut you off, a guard that continuously moves off their Queen where you can hand it off, you can fake the handoff and go downhill, you can pick and roll, you can pick and pop. That's a really good point.
Now, wait. Now, do y'all think he'll be receptive to that is the question.
Who?
Poole.
If Jordan Poole goes out first?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a tall ass.
Who? Well, hold up, Lita. Like, that's the problem that we're even asking this question. Bro, like, yeah, you're fucking first out. Like, you're not.
Who cares what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? Like,
I don't think it's insulting. Like yo, hey, we stagger in the lineup.
It's just better balance.
Zion can play Can we just let Zion play the first quarter once? Just 12 minutes.
Just one time. Just one time.
One time. I mean,
it's one of the things that sneaks up on me every game. Because a lot of things, me and Chaz talk about this a lot. There's a lot of stuff that like I just expect now. I expect bad things to happen. But I do go into every game and I think I blame myself for not recognizing that it's gonna happen. And when Zion comes out at like the 5.5 minute, it pisses me off every time. Every time. And I should know better. It's my own fault. It's my own damn fault. But I should know better. But every time it pisses me off. What are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Shout out Taz. Look at me, man. What are you gonna do? It's every time. God, it fucking pisses me off.
I think that is a good point, though, y'all, because the Poole, like, Well, I don't even know if it's an elephant in the room here, dog. Jordan Poole is going to take, and probably in his mind, he's taking 15 to 20 shots. You just got to figure out when's the right, like how to give him those shots when Zion, without Zion being on the fucking floor.
Right.
They gotta figure that shit out. And the only way, what the fuck is going on? All right, and the only way, somebody go screenshot that. I'm gonna have that picture. The only way to do that is to stagger him with less talent on the floor.
As crazy as that sounds, like he needs less talent to play.
You know what?
No, he has to.
No, I get what Chris is saying
I
get
it.
Like for me, and this is where for Trey and for Poole, you see the benefit of Kevon Looney. Because even tonight, I saw Trey trying to set that go touch screen. He was trying. He just couldn't quite get it. He said it in the last game, but tonight he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going against Cornette and Wembanyama. Like, what do you want me to do here?" So he couldn't get it. But I think when you look at Jordan Poole, they put him in some weird spots, though. Like it's like 3 seconds left. He's like,
that was another play we didn't talk about. That fucking floater that was erased on the shot clock.
Now that was some bullshit. But you know whose fault that was?
Yeah,
that was Trey's fault.
Yep.
I remember that play vividly.
Because he
held the ball in the right corner, well, in the right wing, left wing, held it on the left wing. He just held it for like 5 seconds.
Bro, we have that play, and then also like, look, I'm not saying. There's 4 seconds left. Jordan Poole clearly hits the ball out of bounds off whoever's leg, and they call it a foul. And it was like, that was a turnover. I mean, there was some bullshit. It was some bullshit. They lost the game. It was some bullshit. Zion hit a free throw. Game's over. Like,
the thing I'm most impressed about, though, between Poole, Zion, Fears, I'm going to say everybody, bro. I'm going to say everybody, Sands, Herb, and Hawkins, is these dudes want to win. Like that defensive play you just mentioned, even Derek Queen blocking Wembanyama. He's fucking balling. He's playing defense. He was balling out there. He was balling.
Yeah,
we deserve to win. Yeah. We deserve to win tonight.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Fears fucking balling out there. They called a bullshit ass offensive foul on him too. Bullshit in the first half.
Hey, y'all
go ahead?
No, my bad.
No, I'm good. Go ahead. You good?
To this. Do y'all feel like Poole play bad?
I don't mind Poole. Poole's fine.
I thought he was just in.
You need
to start off 4
of his game.
Yeah, he's fine.
Jordan Poole is needed because the offense is so fucking boring and the offense has no creativity. Like, if it had more interesting components to it, maybe you might not need somebody who can fucking dribble for fucking 10 seconds with each hand in any direction, going left or right off of any angle and finish off the wrong foot. Maybe it wouldn't be needed, but he's a necessary. I wouldn't even call it an evil. Some of the shot attempts are fucking evil, and it's a tough experience, man. Watching Jordan Poole, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the ultimate like, don't do that. Good job. It gives me. I swear to God, dog. He gives me the most anxiety of any player any good player I've seen play for the Pelicans in a long time. He's not trash. He's not a bad player. I don't think he's reckless. It's a lot, though. It's a lot to deal with. I almost don't want to watch sometimes because, so many of his possessions are complete randomness. And you have to accept it because you don't have any fucking choice. Because Willie Green's your coach.
I really want these dudes to learn how. I mean, we've been saying this for years, though. I really would love to see them set a nice screen and get some separation. Because how we said the Pelicans died on every screen tonight, dog. Trey and Jordan Poole could not get any separation on the screens. I'm talking about it was every time as soon as they caught the ball, defender right fucking here. And it's like, bro, can we get a decent screen?
I'm gonna say something crazy right now. You know what made a difference tonight? DeAndre Jordan. Just setting screens. Just setting screens.
Look
just setting screens and rebounding. Seriously, just setting screens and rebounding.
That bothers me a lot.
That
bothers me a lot because I was
not
told.
lying.
Because I was told and I argued against, and people wanted to say, "Oh, you're grumpy. You don't want to have fun." Blah blah. What I was told was that they said, "Oh, you're grumpy and you don't want to have any fun with the way you play basketball. You like Hunter Dickinson, whatever that jerk off said on the last show." Was that was that Jordan Poole was going to create his own shot. And he was going to do this, that, and the other for other people.
Oh, Jesus.
And I said, I thought Jordan Poole was a really great six man. And I still think that's what Jordan Poole is. And now that expectation and reality are differing, it's a frustration. And it shouldn't be. And this is why Pelicans fans typically run afoul of players like this. Because you put too much upon them. Like, Jordan Poole's not an all-star. That's not his fault. It's not a negative against him. He's a good player. But because we expect more, I say we, the general fan base expects him to be something that he is not, then it starts to turn into this like, well, then Jordan Poole's this bad. No, it doesn't have shit to do with Jordan Poole. He is who he is. He's a good player. I like him. But he's not a game changer. He's not going to create all of these amazing things for your offense. He's not going to do that. He's never done that. It's unfair to expect him to transform your offense. He's not going to do that. And so now here we are 2 games in being like, well, Poole needs a screen. Poole needs a screen from DeAndre Jordan. That makes me want to break my computer. The fact that we're saying that. Literally, I'm about to break
play basketball.
I'm going to say this.
Well, that's not what I was told. That's not what everybody said. I knew it wasn't true.
Jordan Poole cannot use screens from now on.
That's not what I'm saying.
He can't play basketball.
That's not what I'm saying.
Tonight against the guys they had, a screen would have been beneficial. Now, personally,
it's always going to be beneficial.
I thought in the first 2 games, again, it's the after halftime.
Chaz, can Zion set a screen?
Not very well.
Can Trey?
No.
I seen him set one good one this season.
Herb?
No, Herb. No, please don't ask me about Herb.
You see where? I mean,
no.
So what? We can't expect the things that we know they can't do, guys.
Now here's the thing.
Expect what they can do.
Now here's the thing. I expected Kevon Looney to play. That's the thing. But I also, I'll say this, right? I thought Queen set aside some side screens tonight also.
He did.
I want to see the good players in action. I don't, and to me, and I don't, and again, I don't mean no disrespect. Here comes disrespect. With Herb out there, it's 5-on-4, right? So I'm gonna cheat on her off of Herb all the way. That's why Herb's got 5 3-point attempts tonight. He went 0 for 5. Because nobody cares. Right? It's just like, whatever. And he would have been 0 for 6 if they didn't call the travel on that step back 3. He had fucking Cornette guarding him, and his first instinct was, he did fucked up now. Dribble, travel, step back 3. Right? It's like, what are we doing? That's why, to me, I just want somebody who can actually shoot in that spot. Like, I honestly don't care. Just like tonight, they punted, like, playing the big, like, no, we need to run a gun. We got to outscore these guys. You got all the way to the fucking finish line and you just couldn't cross because you couldn't generate any offense from one other person that you paying $12-15 million to. But all you needed was like 2-3 more fucking points. Like, that's all you needed. That's all you needed. You can't start him. You can't start a real center, Herb Jones and Zion. You just can't do it. You can't do it, bro.
And this is Chaz, and this is
you love it.
And this is my issue with the whole thing, and it's why I get so frustrated. Is that we're sitting here talking about, well, I thought Kevin Looney would play.
Come on.
As if that's gonna make whatever. Kevin Kevon, Kenny. I don't give a shit. What
Kyle.
It's the fact that we actually thought that would make a difference.
Screening
because
is
at the end of the day. Justin. I understand. Nope. Let's say it. So what you're gonna say? Say it. I dare you to fucking say it. Say it. Please say it.
You're daring me to say. You're daring me to say screening
I want you to
matters. Is that what you're saying?
Screening from good players matter. Screening from players that can make a difference, that can operate off of their own screen matters. You can't just throw a brick wall out there and be like, oh, whatever. I get it. Kevon Looney in certain scenarios can be helpful. I do. I truly get that. But if we're talking about long term, if we're talking about like long term overall, you keep them coming. I like this. I like where we're going.
That's crazy.
We need better basketball players. Okay, we don't have the
Mexican,
coaching,
man. What the fuck?
It's not Looney's fault, and it's not. And I see Five. I get it. I know what you're I know what you're about to say. I do. The problem is we don't have the coaching that is appropriate for the players like Looney and Poole to be able to operate in some kind of offensive system where it will be beneficial. We don't have that coach. That it doesn't exist. Okay, it doesn't exist. I've seen it. It's not there. So what we need is good basketball players, individual basketball players, or very high IQ basketball players. Okay, and if we want to argue about that, let's argue about it. But this ain't it. Okay, and if you're telling me that you think Kevin Looney. Kevin,
Come on.
If you think Mr. Looney, Kyle Looney, whatever,
Carl Looney,
with Kendrick Looney, whatever. If you think he'd have made a difference tonight, then I'm just I'll get off the show, man. I'll get off. I'll just
Kellen Moore Looney,
whatever, man. Kellen, whatever else you got.
Ross, my only
Go
rebuttal.
5, please.
Yeah, my only rebuttal to that is I don't know how we will get LeBron. I don't know how we'll get Luka.
I don't need LeBron.
I
don't need LeBron. I need a better coach. I need a better coach.
Well,
I need a coach that can better use those players.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have what players
would
be good under Willie Green. What players like?
I don't know. I've yet to find it.
So we gotta. Before we can just say the players aren't good enough, we got to figure out like there are no players that would be good under Willie Green. So
well,
we gotta,
I think elite players. I think elite players would in what we talked about 5, and you can agree to this, is that we said that a player like Jordan Poole was Willie Green proof. I think that was the term that was used, right? Was it he was Willie Green proof?
I said that. I did say that.
But that was generally the terminology that was used. And I think we all to a certain, maybe you didn't 5, but like a lot of us agreed that, you know what, he's I don't give a fuck player. That's what we kind of all thought. And we rebut that if you want. But that was my thought. But I'm not seeing that through 2 games.
Bill Green Island.
No, like, all right, bro. There's only so much a player can do, man.
Mm-hmm. I
like
agree.
especially a guy like Jordan Poole, he was trying to get off in Washington and really couldn't do anything, right? Like you still need some semblance of like a smart basketball coach to put you in a decent position. Like he doing what Brandon was in the same kind of situation. Yeah. Nothing was impactful to him for it to be beneficial. So we can't be just like, oh, Jordan Poole is Willie Green proof. Nobody is.
Fair enough. Do you think, and I understand what you're saying, do you almost feel like Willie Green has held him back thus far? Because it seems like he's had 2 good first halves, right? And that teams make an adjustment, and it's almost like I'll just stop there. I mean, what is your opinion of that?
Yeah, I think Willie Green holds everybody back. Anybody that tries to do well on this team, like, nah, he's stopping that shit. Like, no, for real. If anything, Willie's like, Willie probably hates Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
he probably does.
That's crazy.
The shot variety, the shot diet that he just pulls from anywhere, like, yeah, it's not Willie Green's style. And
let me ask.
Then I'm just gonna say these long elongated breaks that Jordan Poole takes in the middle of the game. That's not because
Couldn't
he
be worse
wanted
for
to.
a player. Couldn't be worse for a player like
The
that.
substitution
Too. Like, couldn't be
packages are
worse.
awful. You're right.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It's awful.
How y'all,
Crazy.
how y'all think Willie Green had to be feeling on the sideline, not being able to close with Herb and having to close with two rookies? Like you think he got a cell phone in his pocket and Joe Dumars like texting him? Like I mean like because it just
this is a good hypothetical.
I mean, wait, hold on. Joe Dumars was sitting literally on Willie Green's. I mean, it wasn't technically Willie Green's bench, but they were sitting. What
was he in earshot?
He might have been. He was sitting next to
Joe Dumars sitting next to Gale and Morris Bart.
Morris Bart, yeah.
And that Morris Bart seats are literally right next to.
Fuck Mo Bart. Yeah, fuck Mo Bart.
I ain't gonna lie. No, the look on Joe Dumars' face in that first half was like, y'all over here talking and being perfunctory. What the fuck? He was looking around the referee. Like, what's happening here? And he didn't look too happy. I think honestly, bro,
that's what I want.
You can't have two non-threats on the court at the same time with three other basketball players. I think it's just way too much to overcome, dog. I just think it's way too much to overcome. Like it is. Like last game, you had the Jordan Hawkins and Hunter Dickinson lineup. Jesus, right? Then this game, you got. I don't even know what the fuck happened, but this game you had Herb and Hawk was out there, of course. It just get to the point where the defense just like hell nah. Like they just acting like Kevin Garnett. They're like, I don't care what any of them do over there. Like I'm not worried about them, period. They can try to set the screen, they can do whatever they want. I am following you. It go back to the preseason. End of the game. I forget who had the ball. It was on the right wing though. No, it was Poole and Herb. Poole's in the corner, right? Poole's in the corner. Kevin Durant, I think Kevin Durant was on the weak side. Poole's in the corner. Herb tries to set the screen. They try to trap Poole. Herb like, I got your back. He trying to set the screen. And no one follows Herb. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Kevin Durant doesn't even step up to contest the shot. It's just like you just can't have him out there unless you have four stuck down shooting offensive threats, dog. That's the reason why the first quarter kind of worked, because you had Saddiq Bey, you got Poole, you got Zion, you got Trey, you got guys who are realistic threats. But when you put a real center out there, when you put a traditional center out there with Herb, and Herb, even if Herb's shooting 50% from beyond arc, it's just not going to change nothing because other teams don't respect it. Like, it's just the reality situation. That's why it's such a tough issue. And I don't know if I've seen enough to even be like, well, he can run the second unit. I don't know. Maybe he can run with the second unit. I don't know if he could be like the guy orchestrating the offense, because Herb ain't really got a great handle, and Herb is really slow. So he can't get downhill and collapse the defense and kick out. Even Queen. Saw Queen in transition tonight also. So Queen, I think it was Queen do the dump off to Zion in the dunker spot, because you got to put two on. Once Queen going to collapse the paint. You can't just let him go downhill. So it's going to free up Zion in the dunker spot. Like, I see how things can work with certain players. It looks like it makes sense. It's just one or two guys where I'm just like, I don't see a role for you on this team. And that's like where it gets kind of fucked up, honestly.
I was the answer. Sorry, Leo, real quick. So Collins does defense in the rotations.
Does he still do that? He's still in charge of that?
This is my last question of the night before we get to some chat questions. It's been a long time since the New Orleans Pelicans have won a basketball game.
Oh, Jesus.
And I just want to know, like, got a couple games coming up. Where's the win?
They're gonna beat Boston.
Next game.
Man, I think that there's a good team in there somewhere, man. Now, how many more losses the close losses can they take, because they're playing either a better team or they don't have the front court needed. I don't necessarily know, but I mean, look, the Mavs just lost to the Wizards tonight, right? Like are they 0-2? They're 0-2. You got that upcoming. You know, the Nuggets, the Pelicans typically play the Nuggets well now in Denver. Well, even in Denver, they typically play the Clippers well. Wherever the fuck they play, it really don't matter. If Zion's playing, you give them a chance. And in Boston, like I would expect them, even though Boston has had some competitive games, or well in their first two starts, blew a lead in game one against I'm trying to think, but I don't remember. Philly blew a game in game one against Philly and was competing with the Knicks for a little bit tonight, but you at home, you should win that game. So,
I know what they say.
What they say?
Blowout losses, bad players. Close losses,
bad coaches.
Yes, I think they'll win on Monday, man. I mean, there's enough good coming from, I think, what we've seen and what we saw tonight, and I don't think the Celtics are going to have an overwhelming advantage that the Spurs had, for example. They should come out there and win. I mean, dog, if you can't, I mean, I don't. Who's playing center for fucking Boston right now? Who wants to tell
playing
me?
Center for us?
Neemias Queta is the
That's your guy.
general.
Oh,
that's
wait,
your guy.
hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
That's the African guy.
Yeah.
He was on
Yeah.
the, maybe to
your
be
boy?
fair. To be fair,
Your boy?
is he any better
It's
or
your boy?
worse? Is he?
Both about the same
You know what?
Spartak.
To be fair, he's better or worse than
like
DeAndre Jordan.
Ross, Xavier Tillman is coming off the bench. Now look, we not talking about a luxurious bunch of names on the Pelicans. One more rolled ankle, you don't get Messi back, you don't get Carlo back. Hunter Dickinson coming in that game. So you ain't but look, they signed Chris Boucher off the street, man. Some guy,
Chris
Hugo
Boucher
Gonzalez
would start for us, Chris.
Pelicans killer.
I get it that it's like
Ross?
embarrassing, but it's just a fact. Like
I ain't
no, he won't.
gonna lie,
Ross,
dog.
you don't think Chris? Wait, you don't think he'd start for us?
Chris Boucher would start.
Chris, just hear me out. Did we draft Hunter Dickinson?
No.
All right,
free agent, right?
That's even worse.
Yeah.
So we picked him up. Yeah, that helps my argument. We picked him up after the draft. Got excited and played him all through summer league and preseason. And then when it got to the time of like, hey man, everybody's hurt. Like, we need a cat. They went ahead and signed this morning old man Jordan, and then didn't play either of them tonight.
Oh my god!
And
I guess my point is they're not losing to Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown,
and you don't
Derek
think
White, and
you don't
fucking
think we
Peyton
would play Chris Boucher?
As
Chris, we might play Lito or Frank from UNO. If push came to shove, it's a bad situation down there.
Look at the fireworks.
Shout out Lito.
Trey Jemison was starting games last year.
Shout out Trey. Shout out KJ.
It's only game 2 and we're talking about this.
You know who I really wish we had right now, and he didn't play tonight? Kelly Olynyk.
I know.
Just because I would just like some
IQ
IQ passing and shooting. Because the thing that's I don't think you did a bad deal.
I thought getting rid of him was a bad decision. I would truly do it. We said that at the time.
Yeah, I would have liked to keep him. I don't think the deal was bad, but I would have liked to keep him. The only thing is he's always a part of bad teams. So it's like, well, fuck, maybe it's him. But yet and still, I just would like to see guys who play their game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who do the things in their wheelhouse and they don't flash out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jeremiah Fish shot 5-6 threes that one game. He never did it again.
Never. Yeah.
He did like, all right, I got that out of my system. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain things, motherfuckers just getting out their system and they're like, all right, you ain't gonna see that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Zion, he got blackballed 17 times tonight, but he played his game. When it was time to pull that one trick out, he pulled the one trick out and it worked. Right?
It's crazy.
Everybody just got to know their role and do their
You know
job.
what? I want 5. 5. You think we beat the Celtics? Me, I knew you'd say it.
No.
because of the coach.
I needed a realistic. I needed the old rattlesnake up there to bring a little reality back in here. Thank you.
2 beers and I can choke them. But listen, I said at the beginning of the season when we were looking at the schedule, I was like, no, they're losing it, Boston. I don't think you're smarter than them. I don't think you're smarter than them. I think Missoula gonna be like, nah, let Herb shoot. We're gonna be all right.
God. Here again. Yeah.
Yep.
You tell them last time.
We better hope Kentavious Looney comes back soon.
the fact that this motherfucker got in the post game and said, Herb Jones, he shoot 25% from three. like, go ahead, let him do it. Like he said to let him do it, we'll be ready, and it worked. It worked, right? Let him do it.
Leo, you want to get some super chats?
Yeah,
and
let's
it's
do
an
it.
hour 40 in. Appreciate it right here, special.
Shout out John Deere.
Shout out John Deere.
Some good hats in there. Shout out Taz.
Shout out to Michael Morgan, man. Always
dog.
Hopefully that's it for Bill Green. It gets difficult supporting a losing team here in San Diego. But being from the NO, I have to represent. Shout out to
Mike,
the 619, man.
Yeah. Damn, you live in San Diego and watching the Pelicans, man. That's
so many more things you could do. You got 18 beaches out there.
How many zip codes do you know, Lito?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, Lito. What's going on? Have you lived in San Diego?
Can I get?
Man.
All right, can we
man?
I don't know. What do you know? What is? You got Seattle?
Seattle. Nah, off the top of my head, I don't know Seattle.
No. Chicago
got a couple different ones. 713. No, that's
Okay.
no
Baltimore?
773, right, Chris? 773.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I know Baltimore. I think that's 61.
Nah, they ain't be more.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's 410 and 443.
Yeah.
All right, you failed the test. That's okay. But it was impressive. But it was impressive. Yeah, I shouldn't.
Little like, man,
me.
I go to
me,
fly
though.
cities.
But that's not. Yeah, that's not me. That's
good shit.
Jonah. Herb was awful tonight.
2-piece, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bo Big, man. We appreciate you,
Shout out to
homie.
Bo. Appreciate you.
Say Willis is viewing it out. My bad. I was reading out loud.
Willie took the unit.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, my fault.
No, you're true. My bad.
He's on fire.
I'm
Spurs on a 14-0 run. Fuck Willie Green.
Oh man,
jeez.
It was like really cool, and then they got violent towards the end.
Fuck that guy. Yeah,
Bro hit that cap lock in the crib.
Yeah, I'm about to say he capped it out. Like just totally, like he has a nice sentence, and then right after exclamation mark, it's just all caps.
I thought Willie made one or two quality timeouts tonight. I give him that, and he made a quality couple substitutions, but he got a ways to go.
Joe on the phone with Mike Malone right now. Shout out to Rags the Riches. What can only hope, Rags? Shout out to Jock. How many walk travels does this team have in 2 games? I don't know, but I'll tell you this. It was a rough whistle for the Pelicans tonight.
They got a rough whistle. Like, I thought Wemby traveled tonight, and I thought Ja traveled when they trapped him the other night. The Pelicans just ain't getting no respect on the whistle, dog. I will say that. But you gotta yet and still, it's a talent issue, dog. Because I might give you the benefit of the doubt if I respect your handle.
Right.
Like, but come on, man.
Shout out to James Smart. Bill doing Bill stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Bill doing Bill stuff, bro.
Jose really played 3 minutes tonight and got teed up.
And if he wouldn't have got that 3, they probably would have lost. They would have lost by 1 point, I think.
The crazy thing is, to me, it was really like, what was the purpose of this? Because
why did Jose come in?
Yeah, like why'd you come in? Then the motherfucker comes in like the Undertaker at WrestleMania, right? Like, all right, it's showtime now. He didn't even get it. The ball wasn't even in bounds. You literally cost the team points before you played a single fucking second. Literally, you're at -1 before you play a single second, dog.
KTSC.
I know why he came in. Pause. That was crazy.
Wow.
I know why he checked in again.
What?
Say goodbye.
You think?
Might be.
I was about to ask y'all if y'all thought I was literally just about to ask if y'all thought Jose what y'all thought Jose thought.
I hope so, because that was enough. That was enough.
Interesting.
Hey, you know that Simpsons. You ever seen that Simpsons meme where Grandpa walking the door and he walked back out?
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened tonight. Yeah. The biggest positive, Zion remained a focal point more than any other game in recent memory.
They went a stretch where he didn't get a touch, so they went a little stretch. And again, bro, that's why I hate to keep harping on this, bro. You can't have a super non-threat out there. You just can't have it, because the other team, they can smell when you got the yips. They had the fucking yips. The Spurs was showing their youth out there, and like they kept trying to give you the game.
It's the second. Bucket Getter, appreciate the super chat, man.
Thank you,
shout out to Bucket Getter, man. Gotta get JP going in the second half. That JPZ pick and roll is money. That should be the base offense and go into the clutch.
This is a great point. Did y'all notice? Jerry, I don't know if you caught this, but overtime, Poole was dribbling for a long time, and he was just directing everybody. He's like, get out, get over here. And he was like, come on, Zion, come on, Zion, come on, Zion. And then they did a pick and roll. He got Zion a layup. And I'm thinking to myself, that was probably the first time I've seen him run a pick and roll. And I felt like Poole was like directing it, and like, bro, like, I don't understand how they don't just run high PNRs for Poole and Murphy at the end of games.
Simple basketball, brother.
Bro, you just go empty side PNR on the left hand side and like let the defense play. You're gonna get them in rotation, or you're gonna get a switch that you can then dominate with Zion. But yet it's just Zion at the top of the key, dribble, and then go into three people and try to make a layup. I thought that was an interesting point. That was a good catch there, Bucket Getter.
Shout out to Trey, man, for the $1.99. We appreciate you, bro. Vassell was getting too many open shots. Kept being on the screens, man. Don't go into the screen of the shooter.
See, that's the thing, bro. It's like you got Vassell out there, Castle. Keldon Johnson is not very good. He really had one good year. He actually fouled out, but Keldon Johnson, Barnes, everybody's out there, with the exception of Cornette, is a threat from beyond the arc to at least some degree. I think even Harper hit a fucking three. Champagne hit a three. And it's like, you can't put Jose write that shit on Instagram like everybody else. Don't go get in the game and give up 3 points. We don't got the margin for error, though. We just don't got the margin for error, though. We don't, bro.
Blue Jay, appreciate
Shout out to Blue Jay,
Blue
the
Jay
20
with the
piece.
dub.
Sup, fellas? While the funky lineups is one thing, but letting the Spurs going on a 19-0 run before calling the timeout is insane.
Blue Jay got his runs mixed up. So 14, Grizzlies 19-0 a couple nights ago. This was 14-0. I know how you can make that confusing.
So many 19-0 runs.
There's so many just double-digit runs that can get confusing. But I agree, Blue Jay. Like, so I want to talk about that situation too, because Willie had 3 timeouts left. There was like 6 something. They go on the 10-0 run. Mm-hmm. And I thought like the 6.5 minute mark, they should just call a timeout right then and there. Zion got his break, whatever. Just go 6.5 minutes with Zion Williamson. Instead, he lets 2 more possessions go, and then balloons to 14-0. You then call a timeout, and then you still don't sub Zion Williamson in. Like it's comical. It really is comical when you
Willie
break
got
it
them
down.
runs in his underwear.
I just thought that, like, it's the crazy thing with me is that Willie just not desperate enough, though. Willie not desperate.
That's
enough.
what's scary to me. That's so scary to me, Chad.
No, but with the thing, I don't think he's not desperate enough because he got job security. I think he's not. I think it's out of a condition. I think Willie got a fucking condition.
In all sincerity, do you think it's out of comfort or ignorance?
I think it's 1,000% out of ignorance, though. Like, matter of fact, I got a screenshot I gotta find. It like, though Willie he just looks so just obtuse and
how many games? Yeah, like how many games can you lose the third quarter? Like, because you could argue the third quarter is almost the most important quarter, right? Because first half
you
you
put
start the
teams
game,
away.
In the first half you're kind of feeling the whole thing out, right? Things happen, but like the third quarter is where you've got a feel for the game. You know what's out, like you know where the game sits, and we lose every one of them motherfuckers. Like,
I mean, even Antonio Daniels, like
to me, that's like such an indictment. I mean, just and it's not one of these things where, for instance, this isn't a perfect analogy, right? But like a lot of people at LSU want to get rid of Brian Kelly, right? And it's like, well, Byron,
generation show for Ross today,
But a lot of folks, right, are very upset and they want to do this and the other. But there's a good argument of like, well, yeah, but hire who? Or like, who's going to be better? Or what would you change, right? You're frustrated, but what would you do? Those are all fair questions. The Willie Green one is like the total opposite of that. It feels so much like like if he just will leave, it's addition by subtraction.
Right.
You don't even have to answer those questions. They will answer themselves. Because it feels in so many cases like he is holding everyone back with his ignorance and with his slow reactions and his lack of adjustments. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's how it feels. It genuinely feels like the total opposite of like, I understand the fear of like, you don't want to get rid of somebody because like at the end of the day, you got to hire somebody else. You got to make all these changes. It feels like so many of those questions will answer themselves because you've got 4 years of data that shows that he is literally holding you back. And that's what I can't understand so much about this stuff. It's like, how far do you have to get? I saw one of these questions and I started, but like, how many games do you have to get? Is it 4? Is it 0-5, 6, 1-15? Like, what is it? And that's a question for everybody. I would like y'all to answer that question.
He got booed in the home opener.
Are we sure of that, Chris?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're confirmed there.
Yeah.
We're confirmed.
He got booed.
I'm telling you, if he starts 0-6, you got to go. I keep saying this.
I think 0-4. It's like, what are you waiting on? This dude, like, I mean,
I don't think Joe got a lot of patience, Ross.
He didn't look very patient.
Joe wasn't very happy tonight.
He didn't look very patient.
Cheerless.
Is Chris, are you okay, bro? You look like you got like gangrene or something like.
Oh, the screen got like a green tint.
I think it's the color. Oh yeah. I think it's a screen. It's not me though. I'm not sick. No, it's the color.
Okay, Trey, Chris.
Slow down, bro.
I think.
Slime.
Relax.
That's why. You know what though? I would feel so much better about Willie getting fired if again we just didn't get some. I can't even think of a fucking adjective bad enough. Just these just unbelievably bad criminal level performances these last 2 games by a couple of your starters. And it's like, if I'm Willie Green, I'm like the thing is, I just hate shit that I can explain. Like, if it's a bad coach, I just hate shit that I can explain away. Like, what do you want me to do? He shot fucking 1 for 29. What you want me to do? Oh, what you want me to do? He did this. Like, yeah, it shouldn't come to that. But when you giving yourself built-in excuses like that, it just leaves too much room for error. Like, what do you want me to do? I have to play Hunter Dickinson. What do you want me to do? I can tell you to draft Jordan Hawkins. What do you want me to do? Like, it's just too much of that.
Don't stop. Sorry, Chaz.
It's good, man.
To Ross's point, imagine being afraid to lose a Willie Green.
That's what's crazy to me. Like, that's what's nuts. Like, what are we doing? Like, it ain't like you hadn't won nothing. There's nothing. What are you? You're not losing any. It's not. They shouldn't consider it a loss. There should be no fear here. There should just be like
Shout out to Space.
Sorry, man.
Justin,
my dog.
What?
Justin, can you read this?
Space Africa Jesus, appreciate the 5-piece. Willie Green likes difficult basketball like a crackhead, likes a good 8-ball.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Shout out to a good 8-ball.
He's on the pipe.
Allegedly.
He's
He's on the fucking pipe, man.
He's on the pipe.
Good old 4D.
Shout out to Victor for the 5-piece. Is Billy tanking because Dumas won't let him play his guy?
I love how his name is now Bill. Like that's what I'm
Billy. He put Billy. That's Billy. Billy, that's a whole nother level. That's a deeper, darker criminal link. Right there. Billy.
I really think, honestly, in spite of Willie Green's 2 just unbelievably incompetent performances, you should be fucking 2-0. And I think the talent on this team or lack thereof let them down. These dudes should be fucking 2-0, bro. Like, that's why, even though I know Billy awful, but I'm like, still, like, Billy awful, but it's like, god damn. Like, look, I made this yesterday. This gonna be a 30. I made this yesterday. This is gonna be a 30 for 30 one day. I made this yesterday.
Is that a shirt for the kids?
No, this is a shirt, a show thumbnail. And look, I'm doing all kind of journalism like Pablo. I'm asking difficult questions, dog. I'm like, I need to know. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened to Chris? Chris, like your Black Witch Project. But
guys, what is gonna be on? You Hulu, Netflix, you Prime?
I'm trying to work out something.
Fubu TV or whatever.
This is a Tubi original. Ain't nowhere in the world Hulu would dare touch this. But it's just like, no. Like, again, a part of me kind of just wants to ask, like, yo, son, what you want me to do, right? Derek Queen got hurt in the 3rd game of the summer league. He didn't play the preseason. It was his first game back. I was forced to play Hunter Dickinson. You drafted Jordan Hawkins, pick 14. I'm forced to play this much. I was sitting Jordan Hawkins out. I wasn't going to let him touch the floor. I was trying to save everybody else. I had him contained. You wouldn't let this motherfucker on the court. What do you want me to do? Jose, the motherfucker got his hair tied back, his shirt tucked out. He ready to go to Cabo. Right? he ready to go back to Cabo. What you want me to do? Well, a lot of these situations, I'm kind of like, what you want me to do? But at the same time, it's like, bro, you just gotta start removing some of these guys, and you gotta get talent. That's why when I watch these, I'm not mad at the Queen thing so much, like the trade anymore, because it goes back to, yo, you really ain't got the talent you think you got on this roster. You're really about 3-4 players deep. And now you got Fears and Queen, they looking good. Now I think you got a solid 5-6. Get solid 5-6 players for the season. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 injuries at the worst position, a position you really couldn't afford to have injuries in. It's just, you gotta bring in talent who know their role, who like the DeAndre Jordan shit. I think they're gonna just rotate that spot all year and keep bringing in different people. I think, but something stinks in here. And look, Willie's been a part of it, but Herb covered in shit as well. Everybody, I said this on the show, everybody named who got a sound. Herb, Hawkins, Jose, covered in shit. Don't need to see him for a little while. Let's just go on to the next game, and hopefully Messi back, and we could get some correction.
He's gonna definitely solve everything. He's gonna solve all our issues.
Oh God.
John Summerall, head coach of the Tulane Green
Shout
Wave.
out Summerall, that's my dog.
Yeah. Elite jersey, elite city edition jerseys. He was talking on a podcast. He was talking about Nick Saban, and like one of his quotes, he said like the things that like go against success, and they'd be like praise. Like he hates praise. He hates outside noise. He hates that. And John Summerall came up with like a quote off of that. He said, "You stop patting your players on the backside, because eventually they're gonna shit on your hands." And I feel like that's probably been the thing about like Herb. Like he gotten so much praise. Yeah. So when he does play bad, it's like, oh no, you can shit too. Like you can fuck up too in this. And that's why it feels like like Herb is on the other side of this because we have put him on, like some of us, even myself, have put him on this pedestal per se. Like, nah, he's a really good player and he was covering up all the bullshit for a couple of years. But not like, no, this cat can play well and he deserves criticism. Also, we had to look at it from a different standpoint of like, nah, all right, yo, you might have just had a bad game, couple games. At least give him a little grace on this.
Yeah, I give him about 10 games, honestly.
10.
One more thing.
One more thing before we sign off. One more thing that annoys me: the Kendrick Perkins intro.
Stupid.
I never seen it. What is
You haven't heard it, Chaz?
I ain't heard it either.
I watched the game on mute, honestly.
Kendrick Perkins is now the narrator going into the game, so he's like,
the fuck?
This season the Pelicans are gonna make noise, and here comes New Orleans, and I'm like, why is Kendrick Perkins narrating
this season? You'll know all that shit, and Kendrick Perkins. What's the point of that?
Well, that bothers me. Why Kendrick Perkins? He like literally was a villain of ours for like 2
Chris,
years.
we told you I'd be under the bridge eating fish with the old ladies.
Yeah,
you do not be under Claiborne Bridge eating no catfish. What the fuck are you talking about? This is the state of media we in now. You got people like me and Kendrick Perkins
wasting your time, drinking that wine, smoking that smoke and doing that coke, dealing that dope, giving up hope. School is a joke. Gang banging.
In the show, man.
In the show.
That's it, man. Like, subscribe, comment, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday, and we'll holler at y'all again on